All right, so another thing that you have to go ahead and do after you finish praying, after you finish giving praise, after you to go ahead and take off the importance of you and give praise to a higher power. After you do that, you're going to go ahead and get up and you're going to get a piece of paper or a notebook and a pen, preferably white paper like computer paper with blue ink. The reason for that I cannot go into today. Just know that it makes a huge difference. So what you're going to go ahead and do is every single morning you're going to write down your goals and you're going to put them in priorities. So the goals that you have to go ahead and do today, maybe like going to work, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, cooking, spending time with your family, things that you have to get done today, those will be priorities, okay? Those will be priorities. If they're not priorities that you don't have to go ahead and get done, or maybe you need to get done a paper for tomorrow, things you need to get done today, those are priorities. You cannot skip those in any way, shape, or form. Everything else, don't put too much emphasis on it, but write it down. And the reason for this is this. Whenever you write with your hand, not typing, not on your phone, not on your tablet, when you're writing, handwriting, specifically in cursive and in first hand, you're making over 10,000 body movements. You're making over 10,000 body movements. That means that you're making over 10,000 new neural pathways in your brain. So what does that mean? You're making new suggestions in your mind. You're reprogramming your DNA, in other words. If you want to go, if you think that you came from a very bad genetic society, that you came from the wrong side of the tracks, best way to change that DNA is by writing down positive information and reprogramming your DNA, and also saying it in words. That's why affirmations are so important, because when you say something, the sound from your voice travels out of your mouth into your ear and into your bone. This is why when we hear ourselves on a recording device, it sounds different, because the way that it enters into you, your own voice, is very different than what others hear. When you say something, it comes out your voice, enters to your ear, and then goes into your bone. So basically vibrates your entire bone structure. What's the biggest form of DNA that we have? Bone marrow, right? Bone marrow would be the best sort of DNA. The one thing in our body that has the most DNA than anything would be bone structure, right? Well, think about it. You're reprogramming your DNA. I've seen it. People that are negative people that have gone on bad steps, they start doing this technique and they start improving their lives. You know? So this is what you need to do. And the reason why you need to do it is because the list is, even if you don't do it today, even if you don't do it in a week, even if you don't do it in 2 weeks, whatever other goal that you wrote down and stuck to writing it down every single day, one day you're going to end up doing it. So let's say it's washing your car. Let's say it's getting a job. Let's say writing that beautiful resume, or hiring someone to get that beautiful resume, or maybe starting a business. Think of a business plan, or I don't know, sign up for a class, for a college class, whatever it is. If you do it long enough, if you write it down, that will start being reprogrammed into your DNA. And when that happens, you're going to act on it, as opposed to just wanting to do it. You're just going to act on it one day. Believe me. Don't believe me? Try it out.